Hello Enchanted ones, and a truly blessed Mabon to all. Today I will be showing you simple DIYs, ideas and rituals to celebrate Mabon, so I hope you find something to suit you. Before we begin, don't forget to like and subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this. But for now, sit back, relax, and keep on watching. Mabon marks the beginning of autumn. It is the equinox, meaning there are both 12 hours day and 12 hours night, when the sun and moon are equally in balance. There are a lot of ways to celebrate, but today I am starting with the simplest thing of all, taking a walk. The purpose of this walk was to look for those beautiful and long-awaited signs of autumn. The crisp, sweet smell to the air, the first mushrooms are rising up, the leaves starting to wane along with the ferns. It was all so beautiful that I decided to collect just a few things to commemorate this moment and to use as offerings at my altar later. But you may not only find yourself collecting items, but connecting with nature. After the very high energy of summer, the shift of energy may confuse our bodies. Simply being outside is a great way to get our bodies on par with this energy shift. What I love to do is take a moment to stop within nature and sit down, closing my eyes, clearing my mind, and taking a few deep breaths, allowing my energy to sync with the new energy of autumn. Simply being within nature is amazing, but if you want to travel back in time, you may find yourself doing what the ancient druids did during Mabon, honouring the trees. The druids honoured the green man, the god of the forest, by offering beverages to the trees to say thank you and give back. Offerings of ciders, wines, herbs and fertilizer are appropriate at this time. I left some rosemary, the herb of protection, underneath my favourite yew in the forest to honour what it has given me this past year and for its protection during the darkest part of the year that is to come. Before I left the woods, I had to collect a few more things for a little DIY I was going to do later. One long stick that drew itself out to me, and an abundance of smaller sticks. Once this was complete, I travelled back home to continue with my Mabon celebrations. The first thing I did when I arrived home was clean my altar. The autumn equinox, much like the spring equinox or stara, is a great time for a clear up around your home to help balance the energy for the new season and get ready for winter. It gets rid of any unwanted stale energy in the air to start afresh. Once I had cleaned, I made a simple protection spray for my altar. This was using cinnamon essential oil. I simply mixed a few drops of it with water and then sprayed this all over my altar. Cinnamon is such a great spice for this portion of the year. It's warming, grounding, calming, protecting, and not to mention, it just smells incredible. I left this to dry and then placed all of my items back at my altar. Getting out the items I had collected within the woods to decorate also. Having these pieces of autumn in your home and at your sacred space will bring inside the energy of autumn. As well as this, you could also decorate your altar with seasonal food offerings like apples or fruits. The apple is associated with immortality, but it is also considered a food for the dead, which is why it often makes its appearances at Mabon celebrations. I also changed my crystals for the Sabbath. As the equinox is all about balance, I incorporated clear quartz and obsidian. Clear quartz helps with clarity and attracts positivity, and obsidian helps to ground you and gets rid of negative energy. These two crystals are in perfect balance with each other, so I place them either side of my altar to balance out the energy. But if you'd like to, a simple current can be made when you place these in each hand, the obsidian taking away your negative energy and the clear quartz attracting positive energy. Once I had finished decorating, I had one more thing to do, and it was using the sticks I had gathered within the woods. I wanted to make something that was quite traditional of Mabon, a broomstick. This will be a mini broomstick to put at my altar. Brooms have many uses. They can be used to decorate your sacred space, honour the season, and help cleanse and consecrate your working space. They are a great tool for removing any negative energy. The broomstick can be made out of a lot of different items. Some use cinnamon as the stick, some use rosemary as the bristles, or even corn to honour the harvest. You can really use whatever you have in your home. I decorated mine with a few more items I found within the forest, and also engraved it with a wood burner. And then it was ready to use. By actually sweeping and metaphorically, I cleansed the area and did a little chant to help with its intention. I repeated the phrase, "Cleanse this space and the air around me, thus protect me from negative energy." And they had the perfect tool to help me through the season and the darkest months of the year. Along with crafting, you may find yourself baking. Mabon is the second harvest Sabbath of the year, and there is an abundance of crops that are being harvested at the moment. So I gathered some ingredients to make a Mabon dessert, the first being blackberries. The berries themselves are feminine in nature and ruled by the element of earth. They represent an abundant harvest and can be used in spells and magical cooking for prosperity. I also saw these beautiful apples. Apples have so many magical qualities. To name a few: love, immortality, luck, prosperity, abundance, and fertility. Apples are known to be very magical, as when you cut an apple in half, you can see the pentacle. Use the apple seeds at your altar to help with divination spells and protection this time of year. But today I was to cut these apples up to use in my Mabon desserts, apple and blackberry spiced hand pies. And I will leave the recipe for this below. These pies are delicious and so sweet, as they are shaped just like apples. There are a lot of different recipes you can create. Traditionally, spiced recipes were used to help with protection, along with breads from the harvested wheat and wines from the grapes. But with very much excitement, you may also come across a pumpkin, and spiced pumpkin soup is so warming and something that's very hard to say no to. Whatever you create, it's a lovely way to put your mind and soul into the food, and you may even want to add an intention. Perhaps think about your plans for the next half of the year. I reminded myself of my favourite aspects of this time of year: the pumpkin spice lattes, the golden hours, that magical feeling that is in the air, Samhain, pumpkin carving, and of course planning my Halloween costume. And then my Mabon dessert was complete. I served these with creme fraiche, but you could also serve them with custard, and they were absolutely delicious, and I highly recommend them. Even though it was 7 p.m. by this point, the day was coming to an end and the 12 hours of night was about to begin. So to honour this, I decided to do a little ritual. Mabon is a great time to remember that the night goddess is taking over the sun god, and with this impending darkness, it may perhaps cause some uncertainty of what is to come. However, tonight I was to embrace the moon's energy head on. So I cut up some leaf shapes using this leaf cutter, and onto these leaves I wrote different things I was grateful for, some that were big and some that were very small, but overall they were all so meaningful to me, even memories to help me remember what I have done over the past year. Basically things that just make me happy. I then put on some spiritual music, and with each leaf I spoke directly to the moon goddess, and I told her all of the things I was grateful for, embracing her with my gratitude and positive energy to start this next quarter of the year. And I really did get emotional. Practicing gratefulness is a great way to remain humble and appreciate what is really important in life. And I could have burnt these leaves as I read them out, but I didn't want to. I wanted to place them within a box, so every time I was perhaps feeling sad or during a dark day, I could reach in and look at what I was truly grateful for. Because we all need to remember that we are amazing. And on the dark days, these are the things that bring us light. Thank you for watching, Enchanted Ones, and please let me know what was your favourite below. I wish you a truly blessed Mabon. All my love, Alwyn.